Gyanakosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Rig Veda.
ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवस्त्रवत्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतकान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिर्वेदसादनम्
Rig Veda, hymns on Ashvins. Hymns on Ashvins in all mandalas of Rig Veda. Mandala 10, Sukta 39, Rishi Gosha Kastivati in Meter Jagati visualized Ashvins as it were the name of Father. Easy to invoke, we all assembled here, invoke this car of yours. Ashwins, your swiftly rolling circumambient car, which who worships must invoke at eve and dawn. Awake all pleasant strains and let the hymns flow forth. Raise up abundant fullness, this is our desire. Ashwins, bestow on us a glorious heritage, and give our princes treasure fair as Soma is. Ye are the bliss of her who groweth old at home, and helpers of slow although he linger last. Men call you too, Nasatyas, healer of the blind, the thin and feeble, and the man with broken bones. He made Sayavana weak and worn with length of days, young again like a car that he had power to move. He lifted up the son of Tugra from the floods. At our libations must all these your acts be praised? We will declare among the folk your ancient deeds heroic. Were physicians bringing health, you must be lauded. Will we bring for aid, so that this foe of ours, O Ashwins, may believe? Listen to me, O Ashwins, I have cried to you. Give me your aid as sir and mother aid their son. Poor, without kin or friend, or ties of blood am I. Save me before it be too late from this my curse. He mounted on your chariot, brought to Vimada the comely maid of Purumitra as a bride. He came unto the calling of the weakling dame, and granted noble offspring to the happy wife. He gave Akin the vigor of his youthful life to the sage Kali, when old age was coming nigh. He rescued Vandana and raised him from the pit, and in a moment gave Vispala power to move. Ashwin twine, endowed with manly strength, brought forth Rebila, when hidden in the cave and well nigh dead, freed Saptavadri and for Atri caused the pit, heated with fire to be a pleasant resting place. On Pedu ye bestowed Ashwins, a cursor white, mighty with 99 varied gifts of strength, a horse to be renowned, who bore his friend at speed, joy giving, Bhaga like to be invoked of men. From no side, a two kings, whom none may check or stay, doth grief, distress, or danger, come you on the man, whom Ashwin swift to hear, borne on your glowing path, ye with your concert make the foremost in the race. Come on that chariot, which the rebels wrought for you, the chariot, Ashwin's, that is speedier than thought. At harnessing whereof heaven's daughter springs to birth, and from Vivaswan come auspicious night and day. Come conquerors of sundered mountain in our home, Ashwins, who made the cow stream milk for Sayu's sake, he who delivered even from the wolf's deep throat and set again at liberty the swallowed quill. We have prepared this Lord for you, O Ashwins, and like the Bhrugus, as a car have framed it, have decked it as a maid to meet the bridegroom, and brought it as a son, our stay forever. In Shukta 40, Rishi Ghosha Kashivati in meter Jagati hailed Ashwins, your radiant chariot, whither goes it on its way? Who decks it for you, heroes, for its happy course, starting at daybreak, visiting each morning every house, borne hitherward through prayer unto the sacrifice? Where are ye, Ashwins, in the evening, where at morn? Where is your halting place? Where rest ye for the night? Who brings you homeward as the widow bedward draws her husband's brother, as the bride attracts the groom? Early ye sing forth praise as with a herald's voice, and meet for worship go each morning to the house. Whom do ye ever bring to ruin? Unto whose libations come ye, heroes like two sons of kings? Even as hunters follow two wild elephants, we with oblations call you down at morn and eve. To folk who pay you offerings at appointed time, chiefs, lords of splendor, ye bring food to strengthen them. To you, O Ashwins, came the daughter of a king, Ghosha, and said, O heroes, this I beg of you. Be near me in the day, he near me in the night. Help me to gain a car-born chieftain, rich in steeds. O Ashwins, ye are wise, as Kusta comes to men. Bring your car nigh the folk of him who sings your praise. The bee, O Ashwins, bears your honey in her mouth, as the maid carries it purified in her hand. To Bhuju and to Vasa ye come near with help. O Ashwins, to Sinjara and to Sandra, your worshippers secures your friendship for himself. Through your protection I desire felicity. Krishna and Sayu, ye protect, ye Ashwins twine, ye to assist the widow and the worshipper, and ye throw open Ashwins unto those who win the cattle stall that thunders with its serene fold mouth. The woman hath brought forth, the infant hath appeared, the plants of wondrous beauty straightway have sprung up. To him the rivers run as down a deep descent, and he this day becomes their master and their lord. They mourn the living, cry aloud at sacrifice. The men have set their thoughts upon a distant caste. A lovely thing for fathers who have gathered here, a joy to the husbands or the wives their arms shall clasp. Of this we have no knowledge, toil it forth to us. Now the youth rests within the chambers of the bride. Fain would we reach the dwelling of the vigorous steed, who loves the kind. O Ashwin, this is our desire. Your favoring grace hath come, ye lords of ample wealth. Ashwins, our longings are stored up within your hearts. Ye lords of splendor, have become our twofold God. May we as welcome friends reach Aryaman's abode. Even so, rejoicing in the dwelling place of man, give hero, sons and riches to the eloquent. Make a fort, lords of splendor, where men well may drink. Remove the spitful tree stump standing in the path. O Ashwins, wonder workers, lords of luster, where and with what folk do ye delight yourselves today? Who hath detained them with him? Whither are they gone? Unto what sages or what worshippers abode? Sukta 41. Gausheya Rishi in meter Jagati hailed Ashwins. That general car of yours, invoked by many a man, that comes to our libation, three-wheeled, meet for lords, the circumambient car worthy of sacrifice, we call with our pure hymns at earliest flush of dawn. O Nasatyas, mount that early harnessed car that travels early, laden with its freight of balm, wherewith ye, heroes, visit clans who sacrifice, even the poor man's worship where the priest attends. If to the deft Adhavaryu with the meat in hand, or to the kindler firm in strength, the household friend, or to the sages pour libations, ye approach, come thence, O Ashwin, now to drink the offered meat. In Shukta 106, Rishi Bhutanashya Kashyapa in Trishtup meter hailed Ashwins. This very thing ye twine hold as your object, ye weave your songs as skilful men weave garments, that ye may come united. Have I waked you? Ye spread out food like days of lovely weather. Like two plough bulls ye move along in traces, and seek like eager guests your bidder's banquet. Ye are like glorious envoys mid the people, like bulls approach the place where ye are watered. Like the two painter of birds connected, like two choice animals, we have sought our worship. Bright as the fire the votary hath kindled, ye sacrifice in many a spot as roamers. You are our kinsmen, like two sons, two fathers, strong in your splendor, and like kings for conquest, like rays for our enjoyment, lords to feed us. Ye, like quick bearers, have obeyed our calling. You are like two pleasantly moving, well-fed, like Mitra and Varuna, the two bestowers of felicity, veracious, possessors of infinite wealth, happy, like two horses plump with fodder, abiding in the firmament, like two rams to be nourished with sacrificial food to be cherished. You are like two mad elephants bending their forequarters and smiting the foe, like the two sons of Nitosa destroying foes and cherishing friends. You are bright as two water-born jewels. Do you, who are victorious, render my decaying mortal body free from decay. Fierce Ashwins, like two powerful heroes, you enable this moving, perishable mortal to cross over to the objects as over water, extremely strong, like the rivers. Your chariot attained its destination, swift as the wind. It pervaded, it dispensed riches. With your bellies full of soma, like two saucepans, preservers of wealth, destroyers of enemies, armed with hatchets, moving like two flying birds, with forms like the moon, attaining success through the mind, like two laudable beings approaching the sacrifice. Like giants, ye will find firm ground to stand on in depths, like feet for one who fords as shallow. Like cars, ye will attend to him who orders, ye to enjoy our wondrous work as sharers. Like toiling bees, ye bring to us your honey, as bees into the height that opens downward. May we increase the Lord and gain us vigor. Come to our song, ye whom one chariot carries. Filled be our kind with ripened meat like glory. Bhutamasa hath fulfilled the Ashwin's longing. Shukta 143, Rishi Sankhyatri in Anushtup meter visualized Ashwin. He made the Tatri, worn with eld, free as a horse to win the goal. When he stored to youth and strength Kakasivan like a car renewed. You freed that Atri like a horse and brought him newly born to earth. He loosened him like a firm tied knot, which gods unsoiled by dust had bound. Heroes who showed most wondrous power to Atri strive to win fair songs. For then, O heroes of the sky, your hymn of praise shall cease no more. This claims your notice, bounteous gods, oblations, Ashwins, and our love, that ye, O heroes, in the fight may bring us safe to ample room. Ye twined to Bhujayu, tossed about in ocean at the region's end. Nasatyas, with your winged stirds, came nigh and gave him strength to win. Come with your joys, most liberal gods, lords of all treasures, bringing weal. Like fresh full waters to a well, so heroes, come and be with us.
चिते तद्वां सराधसारातिः सुमातिरश्विना आयन्नः सदने पृथौ समाने पर्षथो नरा युवं भुज्युं समुद्र आरजसः पार इंखितं यातमच्छा पतत्रिभिर्नासत्या सातये कृतम् आवां सुम्नेः संयूयिव मंहिष्टा विश्ववेदस समस्ते भूषतं नरोत्सं न पिप्युषीर्षः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवौ अश्विनौ तु नमोऽस्तु वाम्।